Hey, welcome back to the show. I've really been enjoying the Nano Cortex from Neural DSP. It's just the simplicity of this, just being able to capture so many of the cool tones I can get in this room, as well as just using the whole interface to its full and getting the most out of it. But it's just so simple to do that, and I've just really been enjoying the fact that you can use it to its full potential and really enjoy it. But we'll just get into it. I've got so many different tones to show you today on captures that I've got, and I'm so impressed with the quality of them. But we'll just get into it and I want to show you. As we've touched on before, the integration of the phone app with the Nano Cortex is so simple. The way you can just move dials here or move them on the phone. You don't even have to touch the Nano if you don't want to, and you can save and recall presets and get all your captures. But the really impressive thing is just the amount of captures that you can have on this and the ease that you can make up presets out of them. Right now I've just got a Megafish capture that I got of the Hafler Triple Giant. I had on my Quad Cortex. I've just brought it over and put it into the phone app here, and it just seems to work. You heard it on the intro just there. But everything about it, I'm using the Megafish preamp out of my library of captures that I've got. We'll go through that soon. It's just so cool. The Cab IR I'm using is within the Cortex software, and I'm using the 412 Californian, so a 412 Mesa Boogie with a V30 inside. And down here for the actual effects, I've got the noise gate on, I've got a reverb turned on. There's no chorus modulation or any delay and no pitch shifter. So it's just a really simple preset to make up. And everything about it's just a really great sound, so simple to do. But what's really cool is I can just set up and capture entire rigs, just like we did last week with Injustice for All. And I can just put that in the Neural Tone Cloud and just share it with you all, and you all get the exact same tone that I do. And it's so easy to tweak and so easy to just look up and find. But this is my page, and I've put up 53 captures so far. I just think it's such a cool device that we can share them. They sound identical to the way that I hear them in the room, with all the different pedals and things stacked in front of the amps. And you can just record them in the Nano Cortex and get seamless sort of sound coming out of it. And if we click on any of them, it brings up like a spiel about how I actually dialed in or what the intent of the actual capture is. And in this case, it's just an amp capture. It's not an amp and cab capture. You can tell that by the red icon that I've put them in. It tells you the gain setup, and you can easily just download these, put them into your Quad Cortex or put them into the Nano. It doesn't matter. This is the same tone cloud. And as we go down, you can see I've got captures from everywhere, from my Ride the Lightning preset using the Marshall JCM 800. The spiel is in there. There's links back to YouTube. We'll go through some of these presets and just see how they sound. But really, just check out the Tone Cloud. It's all free just to download. Everything that I've just been working on for the last few years. There's so much R&D involved on my side just going into this. It's just so cool. The Mesa 800 Brit 3, I always put the name of the amp as close as I can. And if I've got a Brit or something after it, that just means that I've got my own IR going into it. I'm just finding it really cool that I can catalog all these really cool sounds, recall them seamlessly in the Nano. It's really simple just to set up these presets. They don't take ages. What we'll do now, I'll just quickly cycle through some of these tones. You can just hear them for yourself, hear how authentic they are. Some do come out better than others in the capture process, and some amps just sound more realistic than others. Some you do lose that little bit of like the valve feel, but in a whole, they are really cool. This first preset is Recall on the So Far So Good So What Megadeth album that we did using the JCM 800, the Ibanez Tube Screamer. It's just such a cool tone. You get the idea there. It's just so simple. It's just so effective. Sounds like Megadeth. If we go on there, you've heard the Megafish preset already using the Hafler Triple Giant. I just think this is just so cool, so much fun to play. Sounds just like the record, so cool. Next, that's the And Justice for All capture that we did. Super impressive tone, I'm loving it. And what's really cool about these captures that I've done, if they just don't sound quite right for you, it's super simple just to go to the Nano Cortex, just like add a touch more bass or scoop it out a bit more, add a bit more treble, and I don't necessarily need to use like my Lamb guitar with the EMG 81s to make that tone just sound full. I can do it with any guitar and just compensate with those controls. I think this is really just the simplicity I'm talking about, just using it, playing along with MP3s. It's just working for me and it's so cool. Oh, and this next one, we've got Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Again, this is the JCM 800 with the Tube Screamer. I think the Master Effects PME-EQ in the effects lip. Super cool tone, really recognisable. Other captures that are really cool, you can go through the list and see them all, but Chaos AD from the SV20 and the Gary Holt JCM 800, as well as the Gary Holt SV20 rigs that we've made up. A little bit different, all the captures there. Kerry King's JCM 800 with the MXR 10 band in front boosting it, getting cool Slayer tone. What else? Oh, there's loads of captures of the Marshall Valve State 8100 I did. Slight different variations on the Chuck Schuldiner tone. I think I did about 6 captures all up. We've got the Kraken Channel 2. This is a really cool Dave Mustaine. I was going to do a whole video on this one, but the Kraken Channel 2, I find this just sounds just like Dave Mustaine's like System Has Failed album, especially when I go through the Two Notes Torpedo and we're using the Dave Mustaine Mega Stack, but and that's just a really cool tone. I think the capture is really clean. I keep looking back over my shoulder because I think that the light is on for the amp. Like, it really is just close to my ears, just the way that just captures it. But there's just so many different captures to go through, and you've got them all at the fingertips on the Nano Cortex. Everything about this thing is just so simple. Like, if you hold the button here, you've just got a tuner, and I think it just all works, and it's just so simple. You got so many great tones at your fingertips. You can have like 250 captures stored in the Nano Cortex, but it just makes me think 256 captures that the Nano can hold and a whole plethora of IRs. I think just working it with the phone app, as seamless and easy as it is, I think you want to integrate it better with a desktop solution just so that you can catalog and keep everything really organized with all your captures and presets. That's about my only suggestion moving forward here. Just get that desktop support, because most people like me are using it with the desktop and MP3s. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic platform, just so easy and simple to get the most out of it. And you guys are just going to love it. But there you have it, guys. That's the Nano Cortex from Neural DSP. I think the simplicity of it and the quality of the tones, I'm just using it a whole lot, and it's just really cool. But check out Lampchopper 678 in the Tone Cloud there. Download all those presets. Just enjoy it. It's so cool. But till next time, take care. Bye.